Hey, beautiful. This episode is a little bit different. I'm showing up raw, reflective, and with literally two hands that are moving a little slower than usual because I had an accident. 2 minutes. That's all it took. 2 minutes of fear, of resistance, of trying to avoid getting wet, and suddenly I find myself nursing a possibly fractured hand, the other hand severely injured, with a toddler who has no idea what's happening, and realizing that this moment was here to teach me something deeper today. Let's pour our cup of tea or our coffee, whatever's keeping you grounded, and let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to Heart Led CEO, the podcast for women wellness entrepreneurs who are ready to build, scale, and automate their businesses without sacrificing their soul, sanity, or authenticity. I'm Anacani Walters, a nurse turned entrepreneur, military spouse, first-time mama in my 40s, and a recovering burnout survivor who's making it a mission to help heart-led women just like you create thriving businesses that really feel good, do good, and give you the freedom that we all deserve. Because here's the thing, you don't have to hustle harder to succeed. You don't have to drown in tech overwhelm or try to do everything alone. And I'm here to give you the strategies, automation tools, and mindset shifts that will help you step fully into that leader, CEO, and impact maker that you are meant to be. If you're ready to grow your business in a way that aligns with your values and your life, you are in the right place. Let's get into today's episode. Oh my goodness. So we were at the park and in the rain. Seemed to be a harmless thing to do, and I didn't want to get my shorts wet. So I did what felt clever at the time. I took off my raincoat to have myself and my toddler sit on it. But that raincoat turned the slide into a full-blown water slide. It was fast, and it ended up feeling too fast. And my son was in my lap, and in a moment of literally pure instinct and panic, I tried to slow us down by using my arms on the cage of the slide. Pain, swelling, the fear that I had fractured, literally both my wrists and multiple fingers started to set in as soon as we got up off the ground at the end. I'd gone down the same slide literally a few weeks ago and we got stuck. I was like almost irritated at the fact that this 3-story slide had me stuck, and I literally had to scooch us down like manually the rest of the way. And so I thought, you know what? I want to do it this time, but because it's wet, we might go down a little bit faster. And it was like, oh my gosh, I got exactly what I wanted. A smooth, fast ride. But the second that it started to happen, I instantly panicked and I resisted. And that's where this soul lesson begins. Because my reflection for resistance isn't just physical. This accident really started to help me open something that had been brewing under the surface within me. Because the truth is that I didn't just try to slow the slide. I do this a lot in business too. I ask for flow, for speed, for clarity. And then sometimes the moment that it comes, I resist, I delay. I start to become a busy self. I deflect because that is my normal go-to. And as I always tell you guys, awareness is one of the most powerful things that I can teach you. Because I know that when things are scary or I want to avoid it, my natural go-to is to stay busy. I go into that workaholic mode because if I am too busy to think about my own feelings or what I'm scared of, then it's almost like non-existent. But what if success actually happens? What if I'm not ready? And what if I don't deserve the ride to feel this easy? Those things start to go into my mind. And at the end of the day, this started to bring up these memories that I've not really thought about for a really long time. This wasn't my first wrist injury, especially to my right hand, which is the one that was the most severe out of the two. Because when I was 5, I broke my wrist so badly that the doctors had to re-break it in the clinic. And I had to learn to use my left hand for everything for almost a year. And This time when my right hand failed me, it's almost as if like my body remembered me. So brushing my teeth, eating, writing, it was like this weird out of body experience of muscle memory kicking in like this guardian angel. And it started to bring up some memories of things that I didn't want to remember, but at the same time reminding me of how resilient I truly am. But as soon as I got home from the emergency room, y'all, I started doing dishes. Actually, I started doing laundry. I tried to do dishes, but that was not going to happen. I started organizing my son's toys. I started trying to fold laundry with literally one hand. My husband's looking at me like severely irritated, but not because I wasn't doing it right, but because I wasn't taking the time to actually rest. And I wasn't resting, not because, like, I wasn't doing all these things because I needed to, like, they needed to be done, but because I couldn't stand to feel. I was deflecting with productivity. And all of that deflection kept me from what I really needed most: rest and grace for myself. Because, of course, I went down this shirt rabbit hole. I didn't allow myself to get too caught up in it, of self sabotage, of just the entire event. I replayed it over and over and over. Why was I insistent on going down it? And telling myself how irresponsible I was, an awful parent, and oh, all of these like awful things that I was being so like, I kept apologizing. And it was like this slide became a metaphor for how I treat momentum. I asked to go faster, and when I got it, I panicked. I sabotaged the ride. I tried to slow it with my bare hands, and it cost me. It cost me time. It cost me pain and memories, and it probably costing me money because literally I could not use either of my hands. And now I'm asking, like, where else am I resisting what I said I wanted? Where else am I afraid of getting what I've been praying for? And maybe you're asking the same thing, or you're nodding along saying, yep, that's pretty much my go to. And it's been just this aha moment after aha moment. I've been saying for like months that I am going to start doing more things with my left hand because it's just something that my brain coach, Jim Quick, really tries to get us to think about because it exercises our mind. And if you've never tried it and you're normally a right handed person, try brushing your teeth with your left hand. Like, you're so used to that muscle memory of doing it with your right hand that you don't think about it. But when you have to do it with your left hand, which is unnatural for most people, it is like the most weird experience because you literally have to sit there and mentally think about, what am I doing, to tell your arm, to tell your hand to actually do. And sometimes if you're really struggling, you actually do it with your opposite hand if you can, to like think about, what am I doing? Like, how am I brushing my teeth? And then you move it to the left hand if that's the non-dominant hand, and then try to do it again based on what you just remembered doing with the right hand. And so I know, like, it was like I kept saying, yeah, I'm going to do it. And I just would never do it. And then here I am with literally no choice. I've been telling myself, yeah, I'm going to take some time off and just sit and binge on Netflix like I used to before I got pregnant and had my son. And now like literally that was the only thing. Once the adrenaline of the entire event, I got super exhausted from just everything that I had to go lie down. And so I ended up binge watching like some romantic comedy on Netflix until I fell asleep. I, oh, it's so hard because I know that for a lot of us, slowing down feels unnatural. It feels uncomfortable to actually do. Sometimes it's like there's so many people out there that we feel like they need us. They need us to help them, especially if you're in the nursing career. And it feels almost selfish to slow down, or stupid, like I should be doing something else. Binge watching TV is like a waste of time. It's dumb, but it isn't. It should be sacred. Like, we should have better relationships with R&R. And this accident really forced me to slow down to do the things that I said I wanted to do. And It made me rest. It made me realign and reminded me that sometimes the body breaks so that the soul can stretch. So if you've been resisting your next level, if fear is whispering louder than your faith, I want you to let this episode be your permission slip to pause. Rest is not a retreat. It is truly self-care. It is truly self-love. And it's a recalibration so that you can continue to serve at your highest. If this really resonated with you, if it started to bring up stuff that you are now starting to question within yourself or self-reflect, then you know that your inner saboteur has been steering the wheel. And I want to invite you into my brand new experience, Slay Your Saboteur. It's this amazing, amazing mini course, and it is the exact work that I was diving into before the accident happened. Because sometimes the universe speaks softly and sometimes it slides you into stillness, like for me, literally. So I want you to slay that resistance with me so that we can do it together. The details are going to be in the show notes. It's open, it's available, it's beautiful. So many women I've witnessed true, unbelievable transformation of stepping into someone's power by simply going through this short course. I've had to do it twice, and literally the second time I got goosebumps. So I hope that you will check it out. And as always, thank you for just holding space with me today. Your presence is truly powerful. Your path is super sacred. And know that I see you, that you are needed, that you have magic that the world needs to hear and see. And until next time, take the slide, embrace the ride, and let the resistance reveal what's ready to rise. As always, continue to be you, continue to stay beautiful, and continue leading from the heart. I will catch you in the next episode. All right, beautiful. That's a wrap on today's episode. But before you go, let's talk about something really important. You are not just another entrepreneur trying to figure things out alone. You are a wave leader, someone whose work is meant to create real impact, touch the lives of others, and make this world better. And I want you to know you don't have to do it alone. If today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love to keep this energy going inside of my free Facebook community, Empower Her Biz Collective. It's where we take these conversations deeper with live trainings, tech walkthroughs, and real heart-centered support from other women wellness entrepreneurs who really get it. So if you're ready for community, clarity, and support as you build your own business with heart and ease, I'd invite you to come and join us. You'll find the link in the show notes. And hey, if you love today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review if you feel inclined, and share this with a fellow heart-led women entrepreneur so that we can build this movement together. Until next time, keep leading with heart.